The number 6 prospect for the San Francisco Giants in 2025 is Marco Luciano. Yep, Marco Luciano is still here, despite the Giants seeming not to have any sort of a plan for him. Luciano's career kind of derailed in 2022 when he suffered a serious back injury, an injury that got re-injured in the winter leagues the following winter. He ended up missing much of 2023, even though he was chosen to make his debut that year. In 2024, he had his healthiest season in a while, but there were a lot of ups and downs. He was hitting well in April and May, although it was without power, and then he began to slump in June and July. At the end of July, he got called up to the majors, with Farhan Zaidi suggesting that Luciano was going to get some big league playing time after the trading of Jorge Soler, particularly in the DH spot. And then he didn't. He got bounced back down to Sacramento and later bounced right back up to San Francisco and struggled everywhere. Ever since that back injury, his defense got even worse, and any momentum the former top prospect had has pretty much disappeared. Now for 2025, the Giants finally committed to a position change for Luciano, moving him to the outfield. But he hasn't had a lot of time to get used to the new spot either. So what tools does Luciano have? Well, he still has excellent bat speed, which leads to huge power potential. And although he struggled with his mechanics as an infielder, he is a bit of a baseball gym rat and has a strong arm, so he's got some defensive tools to work on to play in the field. But Luciano's struggles in the field and his inconsistent playing time with promotions has really distracted from his biggest need, to improve his hitting. Luciano has some good metrics with his swing. With pitches in the zone that he chooses to swing at, he only misses them 18% of the time. He chases pitches out of the zone less than 20% of the time. But although when he hit it hard, he was able to get some elite exit velocities, his contact was not hard contact enough of the time. In 2024, he was struggling to pull the ball in the air, which is one of the reasons why he had such horrid power numbers at the start of the season. One can hope that with a new regime for the Giants and a more singular focus, Marco Luciano can find that potential that made him a top prospect and start building on it again. That said, this is Luciano's final season with an option, so if he's going to make something happen, now is the time. But ultimately, if you ever get a chance to see Marco Luciano play, one thing you know is that he loves the game. He loves being out there on the field, and that love should help him get him where he needs to be.